What's up, everyone? This is Denim Riches. Welcome to the Unapologetic Podcast, where we forge, destroy, and kill your ideology or the way that you view the business of entertainment. We have great dialogue. Who are you?
I'm Kelvin Simba.
Doopy. He didn't even say his own thing badly.
You have me.
Doopy? Dopey.
Dopey. No, I'm Kelvin Simba, and
Shouldn't even be drinking.
I just need to. Kelvin, where's the bottle? Actually,
There.
I should be
There
drinking
you
from the
go.
bottle.
Don't forget to get Tao Wines. You can go to TaoWines.com. We are shipping all over the world, so come and get it.
It's good too.
It is. It's excellent. But what did you say your name? We don't need it.
Wow.
Sam, roll the intro. What are we talking about today?
I don't want to talk to you anymore. Okay.
Come on
Today
in.
we're talking about to be or not to be an actor with a diverse portfolio.
What is that?
And I've been looking forward to this one because in my head it
Feels like you've been studying for this one.
Nah, we just found out we're doing this today.
Yeah.
Best believe.
Yeah, you're right. Anyways, so why are you excited about this? You were studying. You were saying you were studying.
I was not. I did
What's
not
your
say
question?
that.
What's the thing you wanted to know?
I was asking a question. No, I was saying it got me thinking. It feels like a natural progression from a topic about brand management.
Yes.
Yeah. When you and Ryan brought up brand management at Dining with Diamonds, the first thing I thought of was, okay, content. What to do to get more content, right? And then just soon after that, an opportunity was availed to me by my boy Mo. Shout out to Mo Nzime. He's in.
I don't know Mo.
Yes,
You can't just shout out people. Oh, Mo.
Yeah, Mo.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
Don't be just saying people's names. I don't know. Shout out on my podcast.
I'm part owner of this podcast. I
Yeah,
can at least shout out a name.
It's
Uh-huh.
a stretch, but I feel you.
Okay.
A healthy version of delusion is good.
Thank you.
There it is.
I
Go
know,
ahead.
right?
Go ahead. Shout out to Mo.
Shout out
I
to
do know
Mo.
you are Mo. I just didn't know.
Yeah,
that Mo.
imagine it be on people, bro. So he availed an opportunity for me because he recognized, and we had conversations about how much I'm into fashion and I love looking good and I have my own aesthetic. Yes, I do. And
What happened to your earrings? You were wearing earrings in the last podcast.
you're doing that thing again.
Where I'm being observant. You're right. I should stop doing that. Stop paying attention to the people that are around me. You're right. Keep going.
Ooh, I'll come back to the earrings actually because it's like
You're not interested. Couldn't care less.
So, what did you ask? So, he brings up an opportunity for me. I find out about a modeling casting call. I'm like, I could be interested in this. Let me just shoot my shot and see where it goes, see where it takes me. And for me to get in, I had to make a self-tape. I'm like, self-tape, nice. Let's practice that too. I mean, it's obviously a different thing because there's no dialogue. I'm just walking around doing my thing. I'll actually send it to you in case you want to use it.
What is your thing? When you
It's
say walking around doing your thing, what does that mean?
never that deep, Denim.
Well, it is that deep. We're doing a whole podcast on the dispelling the myths of
Walking around
entertainment.
looking good.
You didn't say that. Can you show us?
What, the video? I'll send it to Sam.
No, show us how you're doing it now.
You
No,
mean
show us the camera. Show us how you were modeling.
Nah, I'll be out of frame.
No, you can do it sitting down. Just give us a look where you like.
It was about the clothes. It's about the walk. There was a bit of that though, but I actually made it look good.
Okay. Can't wait to see it.
Cool. I'll forward it. So anyway, I mess around and get accepted into this modeling thing. I'm like, oh guys.
I hope you were messing around, but yeah. So you got in.
Yeah, I got in and I was excited. And why am I excited? Because
You know what you asked.
I'm asking myself.
You're having a conversation with yourself. Got it. Okay. I'm just here.
Because I love fashion. This can be a way for me to make content because at that point I'm struggling to think of what content am I even going to make. But then it became an internal conversation with myself about not even the time but scheduling. Not even scheduling, let me say this. Is it okay for me to be focusing on this right now or focus on the
If I'm trying to build one,
yes.
Can I take all this water and then split this water into multiple buckets.
Yes.
And then when does the bucket get full?
Yes, and it's right now the right time
And to
for
pour
it.
the bucket, yeah.
You know, because then I want to be mainly known as
This.
as
Right.
this, but now there's this.
Right.
And it was
Is that a financial thing? Is this a financial opportunity?
No, it was an exposure opportunity actually.
This is very interesting.
Yeah.
Funny you didn't bring this up in the last conversation that we were having.
I was
entitled the podcast. What's the title of the podcast?
To be fair,
What's the title of the podcast?
The Unapologetic Podcast.
No, not this podcast.
You mean the episode?
Yeah. We're talking about the exploitation
versus exposure. To be fair, Denim, you barely let me get a word in.
Oh jeez, now you're a victim.
There's video evidence.
Oh my gosh.
There's video evidence.
Oh, the victimhood. Oh my
How many
gosh.
times did you guys see me go?
Oh my
And then
gosh.
he tramples
Now we have
over
to do a whole thing
He
about
tramples over me.
Yeah,
He
oh,
just
jeez,
goes.
you sound like
And it's
all-
not like he didn't see that I had something to say.
I'm getting
He just goes. And
I'm
by the
getting-
time I want to bring it up,
I'm getting triggered because
By
you
the
sound like
time-
all of my exes. Oh
by the
my
time-
gosh.
you wouldn't get
Oh,
it.
you don't
But by
even get
the
a
time-
word in. You just
Exactly.
Oh,
by the time I want to
Jesus,
bring it up, we've
sauce.
gone somewhere else. I'm like,
Blah,
I can't
blah,
bring
blah.
it back.
Yeah. I'll be outside when you're done.
Anyways,
Okay, jeez.
that's what I was.
All of my
dealing
exes
with.
should get this podcast and blast it all over
You
there.
know,
That's
the
exactly
receipts are
it.
everywhere.
That's how they know that
Guys,
this
tell
is
us what
Dennis
you think in the
podcast.
comment section.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We believe it's very true. Let us know if there's any other music
That's
that we want to
facts.
do.
That's
Sorry.
I know what you can be sorry. Own it. Be unapologetic. Say, you know what? F this podcast. I do what I
I'm the
want.
only apologetic person in this unapologetic podcast.
Oh, that's fine. She's the only one who felt like she said F the conversation, F the podcast. Who cares if you're recording? I do what I want. And I feel you.
I'm here for
I
it.
apologize.
Own that. Owned it. Anyways, so now here you are. You're the goal. The objective is I want to fill up this bucket, and I gotta fill this thing up with water. Every job, my dad always says that you should look at. Well, he said this. The whole thing was when I booked Yellowstone, and this goes right back to you what you're saying. When I booked Yellowstone, I remember sitting in my house, and he calls me in the middle of the night, and he goes, I say, hey, and he goes, hey, I just want to let you know that every job that you get is a pearl on a necklace, and your job is to get as many necklaces as possible. And then he hangs up the phone, and I sat there and I was like, what? So I was like, I booked the gig, I'm excited. But what it was he was saying that every job that you do is a pearl. And think about how many pearls it requires to make one necklace.
Yeah.
And so if every job is a pearl, it takes a lot of jobs, a lot of opportunities to make one necklace. And your job is to get as many of those necklaces as you can.
Yeah.
So as what you're saying, you're now looking at it and you're going, okay, is this potentially a pearl on the necklace? Or is this taking me to creating something, bracelets now? Or am I doing rings?
Exactly.
If that's the goal, am I, like, what is this?
Exactly. And I didn't know how to navigate that. It was so stressful. And funny thing, just before we got into this episode, I was talking to him.
Who?
To Khosi, that's not
It's not because he's sleepy.
That's whatever his name
Call him his name.
That's Sleepy in the name of.
There you go, Sleepy. That boy. He already introduced himself as Sleepy.
Did you?
Yes.
I was trying to help you. Dang it.
When I said Sleepy, you turned the camera and we all saw Sleepy.
That's late. Yeah, that's your brand now.
Yeah, it's okay. There you go.
And he's dealing with something similar, and currently he said, what did you say?
I'm stuck between choosing whether if it's promoting acting and my side endeavors, is it gonna affect my acting career in future?
What's your side endeavors?
Yeah, be specific.
Side of endeavors. Oh my days. Now I understand what you're talking about.
Side Avengers.
See,
You too.
check this out. Here's part of the thing. You don't have to worry about the acting thing because part of the acting thing is got to be able to talk. And it looks like we've, in one question, have kind of X'd out. Sounds like I go full into the other endeavor. Just dive. Don't run, jump.
Side endeavors.
Go ahead.
Yes. Side endeavors being gaming and fashion,
Gaming. Like, what do you mean gaming?
like
Like
esports.
Go ahead. So esports. So talk to me about esports.
So yeah, I'm looking at the fact that yeah, I'm a gamer at home and I want to take it professionally, but
Oh, okay, got it.
yeah, and then at the same time I'm looking
That's
at
interesting.
if I build like you're talking about how when you get hired, people look at your following,
Yeah,
and then suppose my following is mostly a lot from esports and I post here and there about acting.
yeah.
Is it gonna affect my acting career in future if I want to like bag other acting gigs in future?
What console do you play on, or do you play on a computer or a PC, as the cool kids say?
I play on console and computer.
What console?
I'm so annoyed. That's not how you told me this. Someone came to you with an opportunity and they called you up.
Fine!
Tell the story.
Not me telling
Oh
my
my
secrets.
days.
Fine.
Why is
I've been
it a
called to go and represent the country for
Go.
football on January in Morocco.
There it is. Because then I'm not asking, is that a console? Is it a
What's
what?
happening?
Ah!
What? All of this is so. First of all, you should be yes. You see that. You know what? But this is part of the thing. But hold on. We're not. We're going right back to here. We're going right back to this. Get your thoughts together so that when we come back to after what I'm about to say, you'll understand. Part of the whole thing why I keep talking about why we started the Unapologetic podcast was because I had said before that we're doing a lot of stuff over here, and I've been very, very fortunate and blessed to be doing a lot of things around the continent, around the world, talking about the business of entertainment, doing master classes, teaching more about, that. But then when investors wanted to come and then invest in the company, in Opulent Entertainment Group, where we ourselves invest in the entire industry, the African entertainment industry, very, very specific, because Africa is the past, present, and the future. So I'm all in on the continent. And the realities of it is that when investors wanted to come in and invest, and he was talking to me, calls me on the phone, he goes, because you weren't here for this, he says, Denham, I'm getting all these investors, they're very interested in what you're doing, but they have no idea that you're doing the stuff that I know that you're doing. Because when we go to your social media, your social media doesn't share any of the stuff that you're actually talking about. It's mainly all Yellowstone content, and that's because the reality of it is, let me keep it real, it's the #1 show in the world. I mean, when I post, I think one of the videos that I posted today has 4 million views on one thing, and then I post like, hey, I'm doing a master class, you get like 50 people, right? They're like, where's your hat? And you're like, I know, I was like, and I love it so much for the thing, but I was like, but I feel like I'm doing something that's so much more meaningful and so much more impactful.
Yeah.
And so that can become, because even I'll look at that as a data person and go, you got to give the people what they like. But then it starts to go off of like what I'm actually doing, because I'm only filming Yellowstone 4 months out of the year. For the other 8 months, I'm like building businesses and doing those other things. So I never talk about wines. I never talk about things. So the whole gag is like, we're not just drinking the wine and smoking the cigars just for fun and to look cool. It's because these are actually companies that I've invested in.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that to say, like, let's just do the unapologetic and let's rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
You'll think whatever you want. Maybe you think it's arrogant, right? This, like, it's not arrogant to talk about the things that you're actually doing and to take pride in being excited about the fact that we're actually doing those things. So I say that to say, now when I'm throwing it back to you, be unapologetic about the thing. It's ownership. So now we're back to the conversation, and what?
I've been called to represent the country in esports in Morocco in January.
Which country?
Botswana.
That's great. Congratulations. And so what's the problem?
The problem is looking at my social media. Like, let's say I'm trying to promote myself.
Are you going?
Yes, I'm going.
Did you book out? You're on Diamond That was you ever? I never saw that in the book out. We're gonna have a conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. When did you find this out?
I got a call yesterday night.
Congratulations. Okay, so you're gonna go. So you're going to Morocco. When are you going?
January 15th to the 17th.
That's cool. So you go to Morocco. I imagine you're going to Marrakesh.
To what?
Marrakesh. It's the capital of Morocco. All right. Going to the. All right. It's in Africa.
Yeah. So then I'm like, okay. I'm trying to push. It's also one thing that I love, and I'm trying to push it as for me. But then I'm saying at some point when I'm doing it, I love acting, and you know, people that hire you tend to look at your social media, what you've been posting. So if I've been posting about gaming and about fashion, is it gonna hinder me getting a job in some way in the future?
Well, I think it's a great question, but here's the thing. Don't you gotta go where there's water. You know what I'm saying? And it's fitting that I'm saying this in a landlocked country, right? Where the largest thing everybody knows is the Kalahari. And then there's just the whole country is virtually a desert, right? So in and of itself, it kind of answers that, right? But the reality of it is you have an opportunity to do something that you love. Are you getting paid for this opportunity?
Yes.
Okay. Why are you so aggressive? Jeez. I'm just asking. It's just a part of the conversation.
Yes. I'm
Okay.
getting paid.
So you're getting paid,
Yes.
and you get to travel,
Yes.
and you get to do something that you love.
Yes.
And in all of those things, you're still toiling. Like I'm having questions about a potential future in something that I don't know. We don't have anything to talk about. The answer to me is like, yeah, of course I'm gonna go. I'm going. It's for 2 days, right? But then what I can do is the first of all, the largest new economy in entertainment that's happening in Africa is what?
I do not know. Does anybody?
Esports.
Oh.
Is esports. If I knew that this was happening, I would have already had it on my phone. One of my other business partners, Mankla Dubé, who's one of the other partners in Opulent. I'm trying to find my phone. I can't find it. It's okay. Because there's an actual thing that we actually screenshotted to each other maybe last year about. It's like I think esports right now in Africa is making like $8 billion or something like that. I think it's somewhere around there. The numbers might be incorrect, but I'm just going from memory. But so the reason why I'm saying that is the world now, and this is part of the thing for actors, that we as what I would say as like holistic thespians, right? And when I say holistic thespians, I mean like we're the foundational, it's on the stage, it all starts there, and there is no career that's built in acting unless it starts there, right? And unless it starts in the to be or not to be, right? Unless it starts there is nothing. Yeah. Instead of saying, how do I utilize these other things that are still in the entertainment ecosystem, may not be as right directly on the nose, but I'm still in the pocket, right? Like I'm still in the world. There's still things that are happening. It's still entertainment, right? And even in EA, there's a lot of actors that make a tremendous amount of money just doing voiceovers for video games. There's people that have made millions and millions of dollars just doing voiceovers for video games, right? So I'm looking at it and I'm going, well, that could be like that's an interesting play, right? Imagine if you're doing your fashion, you're streaming, if you're live streaming, now you get to wear whatever your drip is or whatever that looks like, and you're streaming, so you have that as a thing. And then on top of that, you're doing something that you're already naturally good at. You're representing the country, which is giving country vibrancy, right? And then on the back end of that, if and when there becomes a larger opportunity in maybe EA Sports and all these other things you even have a back door to then say, hey, maybe I can get an agent this way. Maybe that's the quickest way that I get an agent. Maybe I'm not getting an agent just walking into the room doing text. Maybe it's through playing video games. And then through that, it becomes, I also have an interest in the acting thing. And instead of me saying, hey, I'm going to go from EA and try to go do a TV series, maybe I can go and do this and then maybe get an opportunity to do a voiceover for a video game. Right? And then you've built a little ecosystem around something that you already do well. You see what I'm saying? Instead of trying to separate all of these things, and that is where the kind of the psychosis starts to come from, right? And I thought about the same thing. It was like I had to, at a certain point, to choose, am I going all in on musical theater and potentially maybe even opera, or are you going to go do television and film? The reality of it was, for me, was, if I'm going to do musical theater, I have to become a prolific dancer. Can't be just great at acting or good at singing. You also have to be a prolific dancer. Pick up things quickly and. And I told you guys these stories about how many dancing callbacks I walked out of, where I looked at them and was like, y'all got me effed up. Under what? In which world? 8 count for who? I'm about to 8 count my car turning on and driving down this freeway, right? So at that point it was like, all right, dude. It seems like your real thing is the acting thing, maybe the singing thing, but the real thing that you really do is the acting thing. And if you get to do singing on the side, then if you're gonna go do a musical, make sure that you're leading in a musical, because usually most guys in musicals don't really have to dance as well, right? They might have to do a couple of steps, but you're never really having to be as prolific.
Yeah.
And I want to be very clear. I'm not saying that there's not guys that are on Broadway that are not prolific dancers that are stars. What I'm simply saying is if you do your research on them, you'll find out that they didn't just get into musical theater and become stars. They started in ensemble and kept going, and they were dancing, for the whole time. Are you following with what I'm saying? So what I'm simply saying is at a certain point, you gotta figure out what your unique value proposition is to get you in the room, right? If you look at it like this is another perfect example for what you were saying. Sam went to school and got his degree for engineering, right? Was it engineering? Right, as engineering.
Yeah.
I met Sam as a writer.
Yeah.
Right, like as a writer. And now Sam is doing all these cameras and lighting things and this and other. Now does that mean that Sam's ever gonna write again? No, first of all, he wrote this phenomenal series that I'm not gonna say the name of because undoubtedly if I say it, and Ryan, I don't even want to don't even poke your head in this room. Don't give me an update. I don't want to see nothing. Look at as Ryan comes in, things start to look at, they start falling apart. It's all look at this. There you go. You got to get some attention now. You feel good about yourself. Back in the game. Just Ryan.
You might as well just hold the bounce of
You might at least make yourself useful.
It's falling,
And we broke the fan. Shame. Anyways, but he came on as I met him as a writer. And then as was coming in, it's like, oh hey, I know how to do a camera, because now all of a sudden we are the rise and fall of Kumo Studios. We don't have all this camera equipment. I spent all this money on camera equipment. We don't have anybody. He's like, I know how to turn a camera on. I know how to do this. I know how to do that. Yeah. And so then when we had nothing to write, or no budgets to be able to produce the things that he's writing, all of a sudden you're finding out, bro, you know how to do cameras, you know how to do all these other things. It doesn't mean you'll never write again, but it's like, this is an access to keep employed.
Yeah.
To stay busy, at least I'm in the game.
Yeah.
Right? So I think for what you're talking about, I'm like, bro, I would be all in. Right? But then at the same time, it's also like, from the creative side, from the singing, acting, and dancing standpoint, that's where I think it's going to kill you. Because you're going to be with other people who they're going to go home and they're going to be rehearsing dance steps, singing songs, this, that, and the third, and you're going to have to be on the console.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And that's where it's going to kill you, because then you're going to show up and we're going to look at you and be like, bruh.
Yeah, and expect you to be present.
And then not be tired because you've been up streaming since 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. And then why everybody else has spent the last 6 hours working on dance steps, singing this, that, and the third, you're on the console. We're not beating you up. We're just saying, for as long as it doesn't compromise what everybody else is doing because you can't make a decision, then it's fine. It only becomes a problem now where everybody else now gets compromised because you can't make a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's great.
Right.
That kind of answers a lot of the questions.
It does.
Does that answer some of the questions?
Yeah, it does.
What do you think about that?
What do you think about what you just said?
Yes.
Processing, yes.
Please process faster. Process faster. Please.
I'm working on it.
Gosh, it's like dial-up. Do you even know what dial-up is? Were you around then? You weren't even around then. You guys, there's not a person in this room that is there a person in this room
24.
Is there a person in this room?
People told him he's
you guys realize that you guys are I'm the last
bad.
generation that grew up without internet?
Probably, yeah.
Like, not probably. It's a historical fact.
You asked that. You posed that as a question.
No, it was a statement. I said, do you guys realize that you guys are the last? I'm the last generation that grew up without internet.
What a shame.
That's what I was about to say.
Not really, because you guys can't. Like, imagine if I ask you basic questions, you don't know how to answer them unless you Google them.
That's
like if I ask you 4 questions, everyone looks around like I don't have my phone. Because like imagine that.
We've got
That's
easier
your brain.
access to information.
No, it's called laziness. Try being in a room with other successful people and they're asking you questions
And you
about
have to
it.
Google.
You're like, hey, can I come back?
Yeah.
Wait for me.
It doesn't work that way.
You guys are someone that'll take like the Neuralink chip for sure. Just download it in my brain so I don't have to think.
No. Anyway, you asked me a question, and as he's speaking,
Who's speaking?
as he is speaking,
He's done speaking. He stopped speaking before. I was
As
speaking.
he was speaking,
Okay.
okay, fine. Since it's all about you,
Facts.
as you were speaking,
Because it's called the what?
the Denim Show.
No, that's the Opulent Entertainment Group.
Oh.
The subsidiary of that would be the Unapologetic
The
Podcast.
Unapologetic Podcast.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Okay, dude. I was saying, that is actually true. That is the question. I'm getting there. It's true that I was then. I'll keep going around in circles. I was then thinking about am I affecting? Who am I affecting? Yeah, who am I affecting by saying yes to this gig? If I say yes to this gig,
Did you ever say we never got back to that?
we never did.
Facts.
So
Sleepy's thing was far more
it
fascinating.
really was. That's why I put it.
Yeah,
And I gave him. I warned
As a
him.
matter of
I warned
fact,
him, and I said,
Sleepy, come and sit down.
hell no, stay over there. You catch
Sleepy,
these
come and
guys. You're
grab
not boss.
Sleepy, come and grab yourself a
best
chair.
believe, best
Grab your
believe.
chair and sit down. That's a song. Go ahead.
I did say yes to the modeling gig.
We should have I know, real quick before we go to your modeling gig.
Every time. You see the receipts are there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, facts. We should have a thing in the comment section where people guess how many matches I go through to light a cigar in the middle of the thing. Like they should do it, and then we send them merch.
Okay.
Send them.
So I was gonna say, is that really interesting?
We send them free merch if they can guess how many matches I have to go through in a thing.
I don't know.
I think it's great. Anyways, back to your modeling gig.
Wow. Wow. It'll always be the dripless, man. Anyway, I said yes.
Says the one that's wearing an oversized sweater.
And I make it look better than you do. You
Yes, if you were doing the pitch for people who shouldn't go to the gym,
I'm not even gonna have
you would be the
discussion
poster,
with
you would be the
I'm
catalog
not-
model for
Bruh,
those that have never
bruh,
seen
I'm not having
it.
this discussion
You
with
would be
Devin.
the model,
All Devin
the
has
only
to show-
modeling that you
Devin
would
is
be
not
doing.
even fashionable.
The only modeling that you
It's
would
all
first of
about.
all,
It's a
first of all, go check out my Instagram, and I promise you no one says that. Secondly, you would be the only catalog modeling that you would do is the before and after pictures of people that should be going to the gym.
I'm there.
And you would be the person that's before. I look like this.
Wow.
And then I decided to
That is
care.
not true. That is not true. First of all, I have a really good build. I do.
Spare us.
Wow.
Anyways, go ahead. Back to your
Anyways,
modeling.
initially, I said yes. Right.
Okay.
I said yes. Okay, let's see what that is. Let's explore it. It could be cool for content-wise, brand. I'll plug in the fact that I have this other thing, this other side that I love, which is the fashion of it all. And then, obviously, this opportunity came through the Unapologetic podcast. And in addition to that, we had the conversation about branding. It really, I started thinking differently about a lot of things. And I opted out of the modeling thing because I got to thinking, okay, right now, I want to be. I compared the value of it to my life personally. I want to be able to, let's say, if the team calls me at any time, I want to be available to do this, and I want to actually immerse myself in doing all the research. And I had to weigh, okay. I also have Dining with Diamonds. If I'm going to these rehearsals, it's something I was also thinking about that. The times are definitely going to clash. But initially, I had concluded that okay, this is basically their idea. They want me to be making content. I've got no idea what I should be making. This content making itself. So it'll be okay if I excuse myself for an hour. If I just an hour or two. But looking at the bigger picture of it all, because the final show will be in March and I'll be going back and forth. I weighed it and I was like, you know what? Right now, I'd very much rather build this into the brand and focus on this and not affect other people.
What did they say?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dealing with people who are not Denim and Ryan. Denim and Ryan have spoiled me because the level of professionalism, the level of which they speak to, their employees. Yes, I'm an employee. It's can't even find the words. It's just, it gives. You know. So I told this guy very sincerely.
Didn't you already say the guy's name? So why are you
No,
saying
I
this
didn't.
guy?
No, I didn't. No, not this guy. The fashion show people guy.
Isn't that the same guy? Didn't you say his name?
What? No, I did. I know. No, I did not.
You didn't say his name?
I don't think so. No.
It's not Mo.
No, it's not Mo.
No, Mo.
Oh, what is
failed
it?
opportunity.
Oh!
Oh yeah, he's just.
Oh, I got this whole time.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
see, I was
no,
over here
no.
trying to protect Mo.
No, of course not.
The whole time I was over here trying to protect
Oh,
Mo.
no, go off.
Okay. So,
yeah.
so this person says,
He says, I didn't expect it because I sent them, shortly after our episode, I got to thinking, I sent them, I say, hey, thank you so much for the opportunity, but fortunately I'm not going to be able to do it. And mind you, at this point, I haven't signed any contract, I haven't done yeah. This guy goes off, he says, he sends me a voice note, he's going, do you know how much you are inconveniencing us? You know, and first of all, we accepted you after the whole window has closed. How can you even be doing this? What? And then you just left the group, you didn't tell us. I said, okay. And I had in telling him that I'm leaving, I had apologized for the fact that I left the groups without communicating. And I told him, I'm working on something. I was busy doing research, but in the meantime,
you weren't allowed to leave the group because you signed a contract?
I had not signed a contract. There's no allowed me to do anything. But he's going off and you just left the group. Do you know how much you're inconveniencing us? And I tell this guy, okay, first of all, there's no world where you have the right to speak to me in this manner at all. Very politely, I'm not going off. And I tell him, oh guys, his head nodding is so distracting. Ryan, get out of the. Oh my days. Everything was going. It always be Ryan.
Finally, I was quiet enough to let him talk, and then.
It's Ryan. Oh,
Are we close to the end of the story?
We are close to the end of the story.
Long story short, you didn't do it.
Long story short, I didn't do it.
Gosh, I would have felt terrible for firing you.
Right.
And that would have sucked.
And I stacked everything here.
Nuances everything. Yeah, he leveraged everything. And it sucks because you're still going to get fired because... Dun, 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 dun.
But still getting fired.
Sleepy.
I was already on their unapologetic podcast for like 2 episodes.
Barely.
I'm still on there. I did that. A win is a win.
But no,
The value is more.
We may never air it.
than there.
Might go into the vault.
That is true. But none of this has dropped yet.
Facts. Might go into the vault.
I might want to talk to you nice.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
Let's move on.
So anyways, so you had to leverage and you looked at, I'm looking at upside. Short term over long term. I always say this thing, short term sacrifices for long term gain.
Yes.
And it's really hard to weigh because you feel like, and especially in a country like here, like Botswana, where the entertainment industry is in its infancy stage, right? So opportunities are can be like few and far between. So it's realistic to go and potentially have an opportunity for a month, 2 months, or 3 months, and then not do anything for 2 years.
Yeah, it's
right? So whenever you get something, the notion is, I just want to say yes to everything.
Yeah.
And go here, and go here, and go here, and but you're never doing anything really well because you're always trying to, And then what happens is you blow all of your opportunities because you're not doing anything. Right? So you're doing everything, but you're doing nothing. And this is the whole thing of, like, are you busy or are you productive? And there's a lot of people that when they say, like, and I remember somebody asked me that question, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going and doing this, I'm doing this, and it's like, but are you moving forward? Or are you just doing stuff? And it's like, and that becomes the intentionality behind, like, oh yeah, actually, am I doing anything? Like, I'm moving around.
I'm keeping myself busy.
But am I going anywhere? It's like being on a hamster wheel. Right? It's like I am moving, my heart rate's going up, I'm sweating. If I close my eyes, but then you get off of it and you're like, I'm not.
Where did I go?
Not going anywhere. Nothing's being accomplished. And I'm just getting older, right? The world's moving, the world's evolving. And so I think that when you're looking at it through like the branding aspect and as far as being an actor, that's kind of the whole point of where I do think that the industry has changed so much to even what Sleepy's talking about, to what you're talking about, where it's like, back in the day, being an actor, I do feel like you had to be focused 100% on the acting. But to a lot of people, purists, like I say, the holistic thespians, which even I still very much am like that to the degree, which is why I don't even have a TikTok. Somebody else has to run a TikTok because I just can't, right? But the reality of it is that the data has shown that the world has moved, and that it's really hard to sit there and look at like holistic thespians and say there's only one way to do that when they're now watching movies with YouTube stars, or they're looking at it from Instagram, or they're watching national commercials of people drinking and putting on all these different beverages or consumer products, and these are people that are just famous on Instagram.
Yeah.
So how do you go to an actor and say you can only be successful
if you just
do this?
Yeah.
Because, and like I said, back in the day, there was data that showed, all the people that you saw doing commercials, doing this, were all people that were doing it like that. Now the data has changed, and now we can all see, like it's actually realistic that you can actually go and backdoor your way into a movie or a television show by adding value online. I think that's the whole goal, is like just go and add value. I think for me, at least from the purist mindset, I try to stay away from the pandering. Like, don't try to just be like, I'm just trying to find the trend, and then I'll go be a carbon copy of something that's already existing. You'll never be an original.
Yeah.
Find a way to insert whatever your ideologies are into whatever's happening, right? And so it's like, okay, am I going to go do a podcast? If I'm going to do a podcast, what am I want to talk about? Well, I want to talk about things I always like to talk about, which is business, which is entertainment, but then also the wittiness of the fun, because I'm very sarcastic, because I think it's crazy how people take certain things so seriously, and then other things they don't care about at all, right? And it's like, it's so funny what we decide is going to be the thing that we're going to be staunch on. So I think it's the same thing in the entertainment side. If you have something that you can backdoor yourself in the industry to do, I would go and do that. Find a way to go add value anywhere that you're in, right? Like, and that's the whole thing, is even on a human level, we used to say this thing, is especially in Hollywood, it's a very big thing. It's like, you never know who you're talking to. You might be talking to a second today, and we talked about who was the second.
Second is a person who basically has multiple roles on the set. They can be running around doing the daily things, and
the background.
Yeah, the background.
Yeah, all that,
and
right.
then still be told to go on a coffee run.
Right.
Yeah.
So you could be a second, be a director, and yell and scream at the second. And in 5 years, 10 years, that second could be the executive that's hiring you, or firing you.
Yeah.
You never know who you're talking to.
You never know.
who you're talking to. So, and that's kind of the principle that you try to say for everybody. Like, don't treat the person that's hustling on the street any differently than you would do for the CEO. Right? Because one day that person, because you don't ever know, like, you don't ever look at, because somebody's there, that because they're not working hard. There's steps. I say this all the time. There's no match. There's no microwave to go right to the top in entertainment. And now we have to decide what even being at the top is, and only for you as the person. And again, it's like, the assumption is, if you say that you're an actor, that we all agree that acting looks like this, without ever interrogating what that actually means. What do I mean when I say that? It's like if you're in a relationship and the person says, I love you. Then you might say,
I love you too.
Right? And we go, oh my gosh, wow, the feelings, whatever those are. You do all that, right, for you. But nobody ever stops and asks the question and says, hey, what does love mean for you?
Yeah. You might be saying the same thing, but talking about two totally different things.
Right? So in the same thing with the entertainment space. I want to be an actor. And we all go, yeah, but...
What does that mean for you?
I don't know. Does that mean being the top? Does that mean being a working actor? Does that mean being a theater actor that occasionally does acting things? I want to be an acting coach. I want to be an acting teacher. I want to be an acting professor at a university.
Yeah.
So we can't just make an assumption. So there's so many different ways, because everyone's acting all the time. Every time somebody leaves their house, they're acting. So you want to act on camera. So it's like that becomes part of the thing about identifying, being very intentional. And that's what I'm talking about for me, that I get very serious on, is be intentional with where you're going. Have a roadmap, because especially in entertainment, if you don't know who you are, the industry will tell you who you are for you. Because they're interested in getting the best version of their bottom line. And if right now, Sam is doing all of the editing and camera stuff and this, that, and the third, but right now Sam is holding the light so that it doesn't fall again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, to me, the actor's bag, as far as the to be or not to be, it's like you, as long as it's taking you on the path that you want to be on the journey that you want to be on.
Yeah.
People talk about like, oh, I want to have my drip, I want to have the this or that. Okay, for what?
What's the end game?
What's the goal? Otherwise, anytime something happens, and is there any drip that you won't wear? Is there any, what's in alignment with what you're trying to do? Are there any video games that you won't promote? Is there a console that you won't play on? Or is it just anybody that's gonna give me an opportunity?
And a check. Yeah.
You're chasing the check. I'm sure there's a trap song called Chasing the Check.
Got me a check, I got a check. Yeah, of course. Come on.
I don't think that was the song I was thinking about. But alright.
There's multiple, it's trap.
Alright.
Oh, you speak about a specific one? I thought you were asking me what is that.
I never asked you, I never said, Kelvin, is there one? I just was making
Okay.
having a middle of a conversation. Do you have any thoughts on that, Sleepy?
No.
Never seen you more awake. This is the most awake I've ever seen him. He's like leaning forward, not
He
struggling.
is. You're gonna think about giving him a different name now? Or is he just sleeping?
No, he's always sleepy.
Wow.
Cause even this, he's like this. He's like watching. He's like,
It's just a little. I tried, bro. I tried.
he's Do you have any thoughts? No thoughts? Do you have thoughts?
No, yeah, that's not it.
She's on Twitter.
See,
No, you're not. You're on
that's
TikTok.
why I'm sitting on the chair because I have thoughts. She goes on TikTok.
She's
I
on
have
TikTok.
Yeah, it's not true.
Yeah.
No, I'm on YouTube.
Oh, my bad.
Thank you.
Are we giving YouTube a plug now?
No, not at all.
Feels like a plug. We're talking about it.
We're still talking about it.
Well, stop talking about it.
10 seconds.
Sam, do you have any thoughts?
Let's let this hit me.
Okay, Sam. First of all, let's not get out.
I told you the first thing.
First of all, Sam, let's not get out of control. What he's holding might be as heavy as a shoelace. So let's not make it seem like I'm holding up the world so that the podcast can happen. But it's fine. Okay. What's the topic of this podcast?
To be or not to be an actor with a diverse portfolio.
So do you think that you should have a diverse portfolio?
I do, but
And do you think that there's a world that you can exist if you don't have one? And be successful? And get to where you want to get to? Oof. And do you even know where you want to get to? And see, that's part of the problem.
You ask me all these. You ask me a lot of questions. Ask me a question at a time.
Like, that's all you're able to handle is one question at a time? You can't take massive amounts of information?
No, I can't because my mind is racing. I'm thinking I was gonna say something.
Okay,
and then I'm
say
thinking,
something.
What's the first question you asked?
I don't remember because my brain goes too fast because I get bored too easily. I said what I said.
Do I think it is important to have a diverse portfolio? Yes, I do. But the question I've been wrestling with is, at what point though do I diversify? Because right now, like as I said, I'm at the foundation of acting.
I'll tell you what one of my managers back in the day told me. Do one thing well first. All the other things will come.
Yeah.
And because that was something that I struggled with a long time, and I actually can tell you, I remember the conversation very specifically. It was in 2012, 2013, where I was like, I want to, I'm working on this project and was writing it and researching it, and I was like, gosh, I want to produce, and I want to do this. But really, what I wasn't being honest with for me, was that I really wasn't confident as an actor. I really didn't. I kept saying it that I want to be an actor. I want to be an actor. I want to be an actor. As if I just said it more, eventually I would believe that I would actually be good at it. That I'd be good at it. And so my diversification became not out of a desire to grow and scale. It became a thing out of like a fallback. Well, if I just get good at this, then at least I'll be able to do that, right? And so then having that conversation, which is like, yeah, but the main thing, like, hey, if you can start acting, you can start making a little bit of money, then you can start getting into the producing thing, and once you're doing that, then there's a world where you can act on some things and produce on some things, and then you can grow and build. Like those again, like we were talking about before. When we're talking about clubbing and doing those things aren't going anywhere. Like there's not going to be like a world that exists where like producing just stops becoming a thing that's needed.
Yeah.
So, but then what it did is it was like, oh my gosh, if you strip all of those other things, I never have an excuse now not to be successful as an actor.
Yeah.
Because it's like, why aren't you doing this? It's like, well, because I'm producing something. Or it's because I'm working on writing this idea. Or because I'm, you know,
on a runway somewhere.
you know what I mean? Like, so I can't. You know, and so that became the real thing. And it wasn't until that was said that it really hit me like a ton of bricks where I was like, the reality of it is I'm really lazy. I'm looking at all of the people that I kind of started with. Not that we started in the same room or in the same space, but started at the same time. And like I tell this story, I'm pretty sure it's definitely in the book that's coming out. It might be out by the time this podcast comes out, who knows? But I tell this story all the time. So like one of my friends is John Boyega. You know what John Boyega is, right? So that's one of my friends. And
Boys with John Boyega? Wow.
anyway,
Sheesh. And I'm still next to you. And your boys with... Okay, I'm sorry. Go back. I was just... Wow.
anyways, so we were in Jamaica. No, we were in Jamaica. We were in Trinidad. No, where were we? We're in the Bahamas. We're in the Bahamas, and we were talking with a couple other people that we were having lunch with, and we were sharing stories about the industry and like how we started and his progression and what got him. He was in film school, or he was in theater school or film school, whatever. I don't remember which one it was, but craft school.
Yeah.
And one day they hear all this noise outside of the building. And they were shooting, if I remember, he said it correctly, a movie that Johnny Depp was in. And he saw Johnny Depp, and he saw that, and he saw the production. He's like, I just want to do that. And I believe somewhere along the line he left. He's like, I'm leaving. And he was based in London. And so he left. He's like, I'm going to Hollywood. I'm out, right? And anyways, there's a lot of stories along the way that are very relevant that I'll tell the John Boyega story because I think it's so fascinating about the desire. But he was talking about one day he was in a casting room and he was like, it was myself, it was Michael B. Jordan, it was like Damson Idris, it was Jonathan Majors, and they were all in a casting office in Santa Monica preparing for either the same role or various roles, but all in the same projects. Yeah. And he's like, Michael's over there, he's doing push-ups, and I'm looking at the script, and there's the other guy, can't remember his name, so I'm not even gonna try to do it because I think it's disrespectful because he's done such great work. But anyways, it's like you're this kind of core group of guys. So he's telling the story, and everybody else is like leaned in, like so enamored, and I was not enamored. I was irritated because I was sitting there while he was telling the story in the year, and I was going, why wasn't I in this casting office? Like, you're taking all these people, and I'm going, what was I doing? And then I remembered. I was like, I know exactly what I was doing. I was playing basketball on the North Hollywood courts outside, reliving my glory days from the time that I was 15, 16, hooping. I was dragging people on this basketball court, right? Then I would go home. All this time, I'm an actor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'd wake up in the morning, we'd stretch.
Yeah.
Go to the North Hollywood basketball courts, play for 5-6 hours straight.
Yeah.
When the court closed, we would go and get pizza. It was like you could get these $5 pizzas that I'm not going to say the name of the pizza, but everybody that's listening from the US knows exactly what I'm talking about because everybody eats it still. Don't say it out loud, Ryan.
He just
I know, but he has a tendency to be like, was it this one? No. Shh. So, and then we would go back, and then we would play video games. We'd play Madden football game. We have a creative player, we have our team, we're playing that, and we do that for 8 hours, so 1 or 2 o'clock, and then on the side, you're texting girls, and this, that, and the third, and nothing about that lines up to
what you say you want to do. Yeah.
So, they're in a casting office, on their way to opportunities, putting themselves in a space for an opportunity, and I'm playing basketball. and I'm playing the version of Madden. And by the way, there's a new version of Madden every year, right? But I won the Super Bowl eating my $5 pizza. But when I would go out around other people, they would say, "What are you?" "Oh, I'm an actor." Based off of what? Because you keep saying it. Yeah. So it's like the things didn't line up. And then you sit there and you look back and you go, yeah, all the things that you're doing line up to, yeah, you were pursuing all this stuff while I was over here BSing. And then I got insecure because I'm sitting there going, but I want to do that. Now when you ask me to focus on it, I'm so far behind. I'm so out of the game. Yeah. I'm looking at a script. I'm no longer young where it's cute to be nervous, to walk into a room and do that. It's cute when you're 16, 17 to walk into a room and have a little bit of nerves.
Yeah.
When you're now 25, 26, you better walk into a room and expect to be there. There's a level of, hey, I've been here before. I've been doing this for a while. Oh, they're like, hey, you remember pilot season? Bruh, pilot season used to be a thing where all the pilots, like you would do one episode things. So it was a season. And you would go out and try to, there was like 1,000 pilots that you could go out for. Yeah. And that was the whole thing that all actors would get excited about. This is our pilot season. We're gonna go get it. We're gonna book a gig. And so if you were good, you knew you were gonna get a pilot.
Yeah.
That didn't mean the pilot was gonna get picked up, meaning it was gonna go to a season, but you knew you were gonna book a pilot. Baby, I wasn't going out for no pilots. I was hooping. So when you start to sit there and really look about the intentionality, you go, yeah, but are you really doing the thing that you say that you want to do? And are you really embodying the thing that you actually say that you really want to do? Because then when opportunities come, you're not ready for the opportunity. And then the thing that I say all the time, for lack of preparation comes emotional manipulation. So now it's story time. Right?
All the excuses.
Thoughts? Delivered a lot of bars there. We should come out with a trap album for Opulent.
Let's go.
Where I just drop dimes. Like I was doing on the basketball courts in North Hollywood.
Unfortunately, I'm still trying to get really good at acting first, but we'll talk about
Oh, so you're there now. Yeah. So with that being said, what are your thoughts on that, Kosi? Even though I don't like that name, I like Sleepy better.
Oh my days.
We'll just call you Sleepy from now on. I tried it on.
Yeah.
Doesn't work for you.
At least you tried.
I did try it. What are your thoughts on that? Come on, Sleepy.
It's really...
Somebody go over there and wake him up.
Oh my days. No, I don't need to be woken up.
Okay, well then say the thing. Say things.
It's an interesting topic that I have to put some thought into.
I don't want you to put thought into it. I want you to have an answer. Have thoughts now. That's why we're doing a podcast. So otherwise what are we doing?
On the face of it, are you definitely going to the esports thing next year?
Yes, I am.
Are you gonna pursue esports as a career possibility?
No, I'm pursuing acting as a career possibility and esports as a side thing.
Well, how will you ever be good at either?
How will I ever be good at either? Sacrifice my time.
How?
Yeah, well,
So let's say this. Let's say I'm gonna hire you to come and compete in this esports thing, right? January what? 15th. So you have to leave on probably the 13th or the 14th, right?
I think we're leaving on the 15th and then the tournament is on the 16th and then come back on the 17th.
Okay. So let's say you have that. And then, so you have that. And then I'm like, hey, I have a movie audition that I would like for you to be in. And there's 6 pages of dialogue and I need you to tape this. It's a live audition. I need you to come in on the 15th and audition for this movie.
Time frame?
Hmm?
Time frame? What
4 p.m. 5 p.m. Actually, no, not that. 7 p.m. I need you to come in. You know why I'm saying 7 p.m.? Because I know what the last flights are out of here.
Yeah, well then out of pre-recorded...
Can't. It's a live audition. I need you to come into the room. I need to see you.
Oof. Okay.
It's a conundrum. Do you want to...
Why are you letting him off the hook? Can we move the camera on that side? Yeah. Ryan, you're sitting there doing nothing. Move the camera over there so we can look at Sleepy. Zoom into Sleepy, picking his face.
I'm not picking my...
Look at him falling apart. This is what he would do in the audition. It would just fall apart.
Oh, God.
Oh, my days. You guys love that word, oh my days, freaking old. Just make a t-shirt that says oh my days for now.
Oh my days.
Come on, let's go. What do you think? Thoughts? What do you do?
Yeah. Yeah, then what the opportunity is gone. If it's 7 a.m. and I'm in a flight.
7 p.m.
It's 7 p.m. and that's the last flight and I can't technically use the phone.
You gotta come in. So what are you doing?
That would mean that if I knew prior to that, I would have to have, left that.
What are you doing? What's the choice? Are you going to the EA thing?
Or you
Or are you staying for the audition?
Be honest.
Just be honest.
What
What do you think everyone's gonna do? Like sit there and yell at you? Huh?
I'll stay for the audition.
You would stay for the audition?
Yeah.
I don't know that that's
Oh,
true.
stop.
I don't know that that's true. He's sitting in the room with the
Stop
stuff.
lying. Stop lying. Kelsey, no one believes you.
You know?
Oh, Sleepy. That's the lies you tell. Oh, stop it.
Oh my days.
Nobody in the room is sitting there going, oh yeah. So he's gonna be flown out to Morocco, where a country he's never been to, gets to go on a flight, is gonna go get paid to go play video games for one day, make some money, go and have a little bit of a night, and you're gonna stay for an audition. No one believes you're gonna do that. So I'm gonna ask you one more time. What are you going to do?
I'd actually go to Morocco.
Okay. So you would actually go to Morocco, right? Can you put the camera on him when I ask him the question again so you know? So what would you do?
I would actually go to Morocco.
Okay. So now you can bring the camera back. So in my personal opinion, that's what you do.
Yeah.
But that's what I would lead with. I wouldn't lead with aspiring actor because I don't know how you aspire to do anything. You either do it or you don't do it. You're not aspiring to be a gamer, you're gonna go do the gaming thing. And the reason why and do you know why you would not go and do the acting thing as opposed to the Morocco thing? Do you know why?
No.
No, I don't.
Because you know that that's what you're already getting. You're not gonna be willing to bet on yourself in that same regard. You're not confident enough as an actor to sit there and go, yeah, because I believe that I'm gonna go into this audition, I'm gonna book the role. Because I believe that if you believe that you're gonna come and potentially star and be a part of a major film, and you believe that you were gonna get it, you would never even be thinking about the Morocco thing. Because deep down, you're sitting there going, what happens if I go and I don't get it? If you go into that with that type of belief system, of course you're not gonna get it.
Yeah.
It shows all over your face when you go in. Shows you on the text. You can't be a real person because you're too big thinking about the what ifs. Did anybody listen to my 5 mistakes that actors make before they go on the audition on my Instagram? Did you look at that, Sleepy?
Yes, I did.
And what was number 2? Do you know what number 2 was? Did you even look at
No,
it?
I haven't seen it, no. I saw it. No, I didn't. I was too busy
Oh
preparing for
jeez,
this.
now he was too busy. Oh gosh, don't start. Not the too
I
busy
take it
thing.
back. I was not too busy.
Weren't interested. Number 2 is thinking about what the opportunity can be.
Mm-hmm.
Financially, career-wise. So I walk into an audition, I'm going, oh my gosh, it's for such and such show, it's for such and such director, it's co-starring with this actor or this actress. Imagine. And now the audition is so tight because all you're doing is thinking about
You're not present.
what it could be if I get it, and don't fail.
Yeah.
Gosh, I hope I don't mess up. Hope I don't stammer, I hope I don't do this, and then it all falls apart.
Yeah.
And that's number 2. And I couldn't tell you guys how many auditions I didn't go to because I didn't want to feel like I was gonna look crazy in a room because I didn't prepare. Because I kept saying that I wanted to be an actor, but I never really thought that real opportunities were going to come. Then when opportunities really did come, I wasn't prepared, and then because of that, I was getting dropped by agents.
Yeah.
He's not coming to auditions. Then if you are coming to auditions, you're not booking anything. This is a business. Managers, I write this in the book, managers and agents only make money if you make money. So how long do you think that they're gonna keep you on their roster and send you out to 100 auditions and you don't book anything or get a call back?
You know, potential's not enough. You have to do the thing.
Right?
That's how I get paid. Yeah.
So that should start to create a thing. So what does that do for you in your drip, your runway modeling?
I mean, like I said, it's just right now my main focus is this. I don't know what the future is because it would be something I'd be interested in further down the line, and it depends on if anything clashes with acting for me with this. I'm not doing it. That's why my heart was very uneasy as you were saying. I'm definitely going to the acting thing. I'm like, what? I mean, to the Morocco thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
And I got very uneasy because I'm definitely going to the audition.
Right.
Yeah.
And that becomes the experience. I gotta get in the room so that it doesn't. If I can just get reps, and that's the whole point of rehearsals and all that, right? So that like it's reps. If I can just keep getting experience, then what I say all the time, all audition rooms are built the same. It's the same way for basketball, right? If you're looking at through a sports or if you're looking at football, all those players practice on the same goal that they play the game on. So at a certain point, it becomes less about, oh my gosh, look at all of the people that are in the stadium. At a certain point, it's like the boundaries are the same, the goal's the same, the ball's the same weight, I'm wearing the cleats, like everything becomes, so you can come into it with a level of easiness because you're like, the realities, the laws of the universe are the same. The only thing that really has to change is your mindset. But the mindset can't change unless you're physically in the space constantly. Right? How are we doing on time?
11 over.
11 over? Oh. Do we even plug my book? Do we plug the cigars? Do we plug the wine?
We did not do that this episode, no.
You plugged the wine.
I plugged the wine?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll go and get Wines, towwines.com. Jock, because he doesn't know how to spell Jock. Do you know how to spell Jock now?
J-O-K-A. Jock.
And how do you spell that?
It's probably J-O-K. Come on. Check the Jock. Right?
Jockadjock.com. Go get the bags. And then Monani, your only African luxury. All of these are luxury African brands, so you can get them on the website. That was a good episode.
It was.
Right? Did you learn something?
I did.
Did you learn? What did you learn?
I learned that it was more of a buttressing effect of I'm exactly where I want to be, and I have I don't want to say general direction, but more than just a bit of a general direction of where I want to go.
Okay.
I'm in the right.
You're in the right pocket.
Yes.
Sleepy, what did you learn?
I learned that it's okay to be in somewhat the same pocket as what you're pursuing. Yeah, and the value proposition that you bring to people is the one that matters. Don't think about
The next.
The paycheck.
What did you learn? You learn anything? He said it.
No, definitely not. I refuse.
That'd be a full circle moment.
I refuse. Definitely be an artist with a diverse portfolio. Because even in my own experience, I have so many things that I want to do, and I've put a lot of things on hold just to focus on choreo, and now I'm producing. So it's a bit of a scale, but yeah.
It's hard. What did we learn on TikTok and YouTube while you were sitting there?
Head on towards.
What's happening? What's hot in the streets?
Hey, let me see.
Oh, I want to do a new thing. I think it's good. I get inspiration everywhere, right? So we're gonna do a thing. It might be you, it might be her. She gave me inspiration. In all chaos, I always get inspired. We're gonna do a segment of this thing we call "What's Hot in These Streets," and you're gonna go and you're gonna find me what's hot in these streets for actors. What's the cool thing? What's trending? You're the what's the hot in these streets. So what did you learn?
That to a point. Because of the fact that yes, I do love acting and everything, but my main thing that I really focus on is singing. So I realized that singing can help put me in other places. Like I could sing for one thing, they're like, wow, I really like your voice, because this one time this man said he wanted to use my my voice for a song that he was doing for a movie, and I was like, that's nice, but like at the time I was like, but I'm an actor. I don't want to. I'm fine. And then now I'm realizing, what the heck was I
doing? Yeah, what was that? Yeah, what was that? It was a moment.
That was a door. And I said,
no, it's fine. I'm acting. I'm doing my acting thing.
I said, take your door and take it that way. And I was like, nah. But now I realize I should utilize what I have, like singing, sometimes dancing, acting, whatever it is that I like. Even the fact of my love of books.
Yeah,
and
to
stuff
get
like
into
that.
get into the space.
I should utilize.
Because you do have a really good portfolio of especially female vocalists that have transitioned into, I mean, Whitney Houston being probably one of the most prominent ones who used her voice, and they wrote The Bodyguard specifically for Whitney.
Yeah.
And even actually, fun anecdote, as Ryan stands up to Lord Over to tell me to wrap up, because the network is gonna fire us. Anyways, to where Kevin Costner was in The Bodyguards, he's one of the stars, he also produced it. Where they said we wrote this, and Kevin was like, I will wait to do this movie until she's done on tour. We will not do this movie with anybody else whose name is not Whitney Houston, right? And that was the value proposition. She's not an actress, and she was terrified as an actress, and he was like, we will make sure that you're good.
Yeah.
The value proposition that you're bringing to this movie as an all-time thing, we will change production schedules because we need you to be available, right? So, and that's just one of many examples, but I always give shout out to Whitney because she's the all-time great. Sam, outside of holding the light, what did you learn?
Get in the room and find a way to make it hard for them to kick you out the room.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Ryan, thanks for being here. All right, let's wrap. Let's wrap this puppy up. All right, guys. This is the Unapologetic Podcast. I'm Dennis Richards, where we forge, destroy, and kill your ideologies, the way that you think, talk about, and discuss the business of entertainment. Since you can't wait.
I was doing so well. I'm Kelvin Simba.
Classic falling, tripping at the finish line. Classic. I trained for 4 years to get into the Olympics, and you're running, and then just trips over his shoelaces.
And then it's finished. I was trying to be smooth with it,
So we hope that you guys will like, share, subscribe, go do your thing. We also are still building everybody's socials and things of that nature, right? We're gonna build the socials. We're gonna tag Boss's socials in this episode as well. Anybody that hasn't reposted me, I won't be putting into this thing.
Ryan.
My nose.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's wild behavior.
What about you?
That's crazy. I gotta repost that.
Yeah, so we'll plug her. And we have to find our producer of What's Hot in These Streets. I think that's gonna be the name of her thing. It's like something for the kids, giving back to the youth. She got her, what they call her ear to the ground on all things hot. And it's hot in Botswana, guys. Yes, sis.
Quite literally.
It is hot in this place. It is a desert and it is hot. Just like this podcast and my cigar. All right, y'all. Until next time.
Peace.
Go Opulent, go global. Does that mean we have to fire you now from Dining with Diamonds? Feels like that.
Yeah, it does.
Feels like I should help you out.
Yeah, you're fired.